guys, it's the dude here.
You may recall that a year ago, I made a video ranking all Draw Stickman Epic 2 levels from easiest to hardest.
But I've got a lot of problems with that video now. Obviously, there was natural stuff like I couldn't manage to figure out how to do screen recording, which, don't worry, I know how now. Also, I was trying to finish up really quick, so you notice a lot of stammering and stuff.
Also, I made so many areas seem needlessly difficult, when really they were no task at all.
So I focused so much on the bosses that I might as well have called it a boss ranking video. Today we're going to be ranking all bosses in Draw Stickman Epic 2.
I don't really think I need to confirm what the different bosses are, but just in case, the giant rat in World 1, the ink machine in World 3, the giant snake in World 5, the giant frogs in World 6, and the giant troll in World 7, along with the entirety of World 8, I think all count as bosses. This also means that World 2 and World 4 have no bosses, unless you count that fire-breathing king guy to be a boss, which I certainly don't. I'll be ranking them based on these factors: stakes, visuals, gameplay, and also its level fit, and I'll also take into consideration its difficulty.
Without further ado, let's do this.
Frog is one of my favorite chapters in the game. It's got great music, great atmosphere, and great puzzles.
However, I wish I could say the same about its bosses.
The puzzle is pretty hard to interpret, just like I said in my ranking video. But then after that, there's not really any challenge left because avoiding these frogs is a very easy task.
The really big problem here, though, is the stakes.
They just took 3 frogs and made them bigger.
If you ask me, that's not that impressive for a boss.
And yes, I know, a lot of other bosses do the same thing. But the thing is, a giant snake is a lot more threatening than 3 giant frogs. Also, it can easily be cheesed with a sword, though I wouldn't really call that a problem. On paper, a giant troll that tries to smash you seems like a good idea for a boss. The problem with this one is its difficulty. The punches are very predictable, and as long as you don't stay in one place, you can easily avoid them. However, the visuals look absolutely stunning, which is why it hurts so much to put this below. You probably want an explanation on how the tutorial boss managed to get ahead of a giant freaking troll.
In my opinion, it has 2 things that have it beat the giant troll. One is its level fit. As a tutorial, it not only shows the player what his attacks are, and it's pretty easy, but it also shows how to use the tree pencil. But the second thing that's good isn't even really on the list. But I'd say the second thing that makes it good is your freedom in this level. Since the battle takes place in the town, you can run around all the houses with the rat and see all their reactions. The way I see it, there are 3 ways to beat the level. You can obviously be in the intended way with trees,
but you can also hit him with your sword repeatedly, like it's an epic duel or something.
You can even skip the fight entirely by damage boosting through the ink if you want to go pacifist.
No other level does something even remotely similar to this, which is why it beats the other 2. Snake Lake was one of my favorite levels in the game. It had very interesting puzzles, a lot of freedom, and it just looked interesting overall.
But by far the coolest thing about this level is its boss, a giant snake which you can only run from.
But the best part about this boss is its visuals, or more specifically its size. Throughout the entire level, your paths are decided by the snake's body. That should tell you how big it is. Its body is even an obstacle in later levels as a skeleton.
The second I started making this list, I knew the ink machine would be in second place. But for the life of me, I could not figure out why. After thinking about it for a while, though, definitely the thing that that doesn't make it into second place, the scene where the ink floods the entire thing really does, because that's just insanely epic. Remember those factors I talked about earlier? Remember when I said I would take into account the stakes, the visuals, the gameplay, and its level fit? Well, the final boss gets first place in every single one of them. Well, maybe not first place in level fit, but if not, then it's only behind the tutorial boss. From saving your friends, to solving countless puzzles, to that epic tree scene at the end, this is just a great boss, and it's really fitting for it being the final one. Really, I'm not sure what else to say. It's just a great boss and a great ending to the game. And that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps a ton. And turn on notifications too, so you can see similar content when I post it. I hope to see you soon, and goodbye.